Hi everybody, I'm Tanya.
I'm Carrie.
And we are your fundraising captains. We hope that you just have a wonderful time with your group today as you listen to all the info about fundraising. And we really just wanted to put this together for you to really just kind of break it down into essentially a fundraising 101.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a little slideshow with you. You've got some handouts there, and your host is probably gonna walk you through some things too when it's all done. If you have any questions after, we're always here for you, and we'll have our information for you in your packet.
All right, so let's just jump right on in to why do we fundraise? So our discomfort produces others' comfort. So when we think about it, some of the reasons that we raise funds for her are to address medical crises. Women receive health education and feminine hygiene products. Addressing gender-based violence. Women receive trauma-informed education and learn about their legal rights. In equipping female entrepreneurs. Women receive business grants, accountability, mentorship, ongoing education, and legal protection. We fundraise for others, so our money raised supports basic needs to those in survival mode. And when basic needs are met, people can find hope in Jesus, they can love themselves and others, and they can start to thrive. Why do we pair donations in miles? So it's really putting together the financial with the physical. It's a whole lot easier and more comfortable when we can say, I'm walking or jogging or running or doing X, Y, and Z to make a difference in other people's lives. Will you come alongside with me? Others can see the humanity and the heart in the ask, and some may feel like they can't put in the miles, but they do have the financial means for a donation to support the work that you are doing. So the two organizations that we are fundraising for this year are Stories Foundation and Her. So 100% of all dollars raised will go to these partners. This year is going to be a little something new, and you will get more information on it, but it's kind of a you choose year. So Her will always be our global organization. 100% of your donations can go to Her, or you can choose to split between Her and Stories Foundation. But again, you'll get more information on that in future weeks. Sometimes people ask, or sometimes potential donors ask, well, I'm sure not all of my money goes to these organizations. And one thing that Carrie and I have both found through the years is that it really is true. Your money, the dollars, they all go to the organizations that we are training for. So you can feel confident when you say that your donations or the donations received do not go to venture, they don't go to your Run for Her directors, they don't go to the church, and they don't even get used to put on event day itself. That's all utilized for event day for sponsorship dollars.
How to fundraise. We have all the details coming up for you. So the Run for Her mission, we empower women globally and locally by raising funds for partnering organizations that affirm the dignity of marginalized women and give them the resources to succeed in life. So it's important to remember who we are fundraising for, what their missions is, and just knowing that information helps support you in all of the ways that you ask for money, whether it's verbally or in emails or however you're going to go about that, and we'll get to talking about that in just a minute. So for Her is an empowerment initiative in Nepal that gives health, safety, and autonomy to marginalized women so they live free from sexual exploitation and abuse. And Stories Foundation, the mission of Stories Foundation is to fight human trafficking by educating communities, preventing exploitation, and empowering survivors through safe community and supportive resources.
हुन्छ नि अब त्यो चाहिँ अब मेरो पहिल्यैदेखिबाट चाहिँ फेरि यस्तो क्राफ्टहरु बनाउने पेपरको कटिङ गर्ने उ गर्ने चाहिँ मेरो एकदमै त्यो इन्ट्रेस्ट पनि हो र खोइ अटोमेटिकली म होम डिजाइन गर्न परे पनि के त्यो पेपरकै कटिङ गरेर सबै म डिजाइन गर्दिरा हुन्छु के अनि पछि आफूलाई हुन्छ पछि मेरो आफ्नै घर भएपछि चाहिँ कोही पनि म डिजाइनर बोलाउँदिन आफैले डिजाइन गरेर घर डिजाइन गर्छु भन्ने हुन्छ के मलाई अनि त्यसपछि यदि मलाई लाइट हाउसले जुन यो 12 पछि चाहिँ घर पठाइदिनु भएको भए चाहिँ जे होस् मैले अब एजुकेसन त लिन त लिएँ तर मसँग अहिले कुनै स्किल्सहरू छैन अब मेरो प्यारेन्ट्सहरू पनि हुनुहुँदैन मेरो रिलेट हुन्छ नि अब एउटा अब कस्तो भने अब एउटा हुन्छ नि त्यो अब बाबा मम्मी नभएको बच्चाहरूलाई कस्तो बिहेभ गर्छ नि अरूले त्यस्तै नै हुन्छ रोडमा अब तपाईँहरूले देख्नु भएको छ होला कति बच्चाहरू हुन्छ नि अब होइन मागेर खान्छ नि सायद त्यस्तै हुन्थ्यो होला मेरो अवस्था पनि म 14 वर्षको उमेर थिएँ जब मेरो आमा बित्नु हुँदाखेरि मेरो आँखा अगाडि बाबाले जुन मम्मीलाई त्यस्तो हालतमा मार्नुभयो आफूले पिटेर अनि मम्मीको कन्डिसन त्यो देख्दा अझै पनि मलाई त्यो इक आउँछ कि मनमा म केही गर्छु केही बन्छु भन्ने हुन्छ अब यसपछि चाहिँ जुन यो अब हामी चाहिँ अब यो जिटेनमा आएर अब हामी चाहिँ यहाँबाट अझ योभन्दा पनि माथि हामी चाहिँ कसरी इम्प्रुभ हुन सक्छौँ भनेर चाहिँ अब हामीले यो जुन गर्न लागेको छौँ म चाहिँ अब चाहिँ मेरो अबको जीवन चाहिँ मैले उज्जवलै देखेको छु किनकि म लाइट हाउसमा छु होइन अब जुन यो जिटेन प्रोग्रामहरू हुन लागेको छ अब हामी यहाँनिर जे जति गर्छौँ होइन अब त्यो सबै हाम्रै लागि त हो हाम्रो फ्युचरको लागि हो एकदमै मन छ कि पछि गएर एउटा हुन्छ नि फेसन डिजाइनरमा मेरो पनि नाम आउन सकोस् भन्ने चाहिँ हुन्छ अब मान्छेहरूले चाहिँ भनोस् भन्ने चाहिँ लाग्छ कि एउटा बाउ आमा नभएको बच्चाहरूले पनि गर्यो है भन्ने चाहिँ एउटा त्यो म बनाउँछु मेरो गाउँ समाजमा जस्तो लाग्छ अनि पछि फर्केर फेरि म त्यही गाउँ समाजमै जानु छ अब त्यहाँनिर लागौँ जस्तो हुन्छ किनकि मैले पाएको दुःख चाहिँ अरूले नपाओस् भन्ने जस्तो हुन्छ अब नानीहरूलाई गरौँ उ गरौँ भन्ने हुन्छ त्यही हो मेरो लागि म मेरो यो मनैदेखि म एकदम थ्याङ्क यू सो मच भन्न चाहन्छु तपाईँहरूको कारणले गर्दा आज म यो स्थानमा छु भनौँ न
Hey, my name is Steph Page. I'm the Executive Director of Stories Foundation. Stories Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit out of the Twin Cities in Minnesota, and we do anti-human trafficking work. We prevent human trafficking by bringing awareness and education to kids and teens about healthy and unhealthy relationships. We help community members understand what human trafficking locally looks like and what they can do to decrease human trafficking in our communities by doing awareness to community groups and organizations. And then we work with survivors and provide tangible, supportive resources, wraparound services, whatever they might need to help them live the life they were meant to live. And we are opening Storyteller Cafe in Blaine, Minnesota really soon in 2025 here, and this will be a hub for all the things that we do: awareness, prevention, and supportive resources. And it'll be a place of community for all of us to come together and to create change together. We really created Storyteller Cafe so that we could create change as community members when we all come together and do the seemingly small things we can do to create big change. So we're so grateful to have you along this journey and joining your story to ours. We believe every single story has value.